Hey. Welcome to Winning the Day. Today I want to talk to you about how to position yourself to win at the end of the year. Let's get into it. Well, hello, I'm Joel. Welcome to Winning the Day. Warriors, arise. This is the Breakfast Club. Elise, welcome. Spring, welcome. Good to have you here. If you can put in where you are watching from, always like to know where you're watching from. Let's dive into the content. So as we approach the end of the year here, there is 54 days left to finish the goal, to finish strong. You may have a goal in front of you, and as long as you are still running the race, you still have a chance to win, right? You still have a chance to finish those goals. And so what do we do to position ourselves to win in these last 54 days? Spring says, so funny, I just got out. My end, let me see here. What does she say? Let's put that here. Spring said, I just got out. My end of the year decrees. Hey, I like that. Okay, so what do? So there's a story of an athlete that was running the race, and he was pretty good. He was in second place. And so he would always end up losing. And he couldn't figure out why. Why would I start losing or coming in second place? He was actually in first place, but every race he would wind up being in second or much further back in the pack, right? And so there was this Olympic coach that was watching him, and he came to him and said, hey, you know what? I see that most of the time when you are running 80% of this race, you are ahead of everyone. And then at the last seconds there, you will go back and drop back. And he asked him, he said, do you know what you're doing? And the guy said, no, right? When you want to know, I mean, if you want to know right now, just type in yes, and we can keep going, right? But here's what would happen. He said, you have to focus on breaking the tape. So this is the winning the day mindset hack for you today, right? You got to focus on breaking the tape. He said, when you're out in front and you begin to do one thing, it causes you to drop back. And he said, okay, so I got to focus on breaking the tape. What's the one thing? He said, the thing that you do every single time when you get close to the goal is that you turn around to look behind you to see who's behind you. And so every time you do that, your mind begins to focus on what's behind you. You get your motor skills, right? Begin to get affected. You begin to lose energy and you drop back. And so here's the thing. If we are going to finish strong, we're going to position ourselves to win. If we're going to do what we need to do to finish out strong, right? We have to not be afraid that somebody is going to catch us, right? So you can't be afraid that you're ahead. You can't be afraid that you're winning. You can't be afraid that you are in front of the pack. And so that might not apply to you as far as specifically running a race. However, make sure that at the end of this year, you're not looking back behind you and focusing on defeats, focusing on what you've lost, focusing on anything else but the tape that's in front of you. You want to focus on the goal. You want to focus on finishing strong. You want to focus on that red tape and breaking that red tape. And if you can focus on what's ahead instead of what's behind, right? I press toward the goal. I reach toward the goal. Forget the things that are behind. Any type of failure, any type of disappointment, anything that would cause you to be in fear or to look back. Let that go and focus on breaking the red tape. And that is the winning the day tip for today. I love it. Can't wait to be here tomorrow, but focus, get out those goals. If you haven't looked at them in a while, make sure that you are staying focused on the prize so that you can win out the day. As Spring was doing, get your decrees out. Put in the comments, what is it that you need to do? Elise says, I like this comment right here. Elise says, this is so on time. I was just journaling about this. Come on. Well, God has a way of helping us out and being right on time. I love it. All right, guys. Well, remember, position yourself to win and start winning now. Bye-bye.